Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, I'm gonna have you come with me on my cactus pollinating adventures. Um, this is a Pachycereus pachycladus. It's a five-sided, like a hairier form, in opposed to the one that's not so hairy like these, which many people call Azurus, even though Azurus is not an accepted name. But at least it tells you description. It's more like that. And this is like the hairier form of pachycladus, which may be I mean, that's what in the Pilosocereus circle, the Pilosocereus, that's what people are calling it. I don't know if perhaps it's a whole different species, but here it is. It's beautiful. The flowers open in that late afternoon, and they close in the morning. So, like that flower that looks pink, that one was open this morning. Well, it opened last afternoon, and it closed today. And tonight I have all of these open. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back. So I'm gonna cross pollinate this to get some seed. I have some friends from other countries who asked me for seed off this one. And I have some cuts I rooted over here. And this is not from this, it's not a clone of the other one. This one's a little thicker. But let me collect some pollen over here. So I'm gonna cross pollinate these. I won't be here. I won't show you how I pollinate every single one, but I at least want to show you one. So you see the stigma really sticks out. Let me try to focus here. Look at that. Let me put this behind. Look how far the stigma sticks out. But you see the stigma is not open. So I'm gonna have to pry it open when I'm gonna pollinate, but I might as well do it now. So let me put this cup down. So I'm just gonna try to pry the stigma open a little bit, just to have it ready for when I bring the pollen from the other one. Just teasing it a bit. Yeah, that should be fine. Anyways, let me see what kind of pollen I could get off this. So I have these. I like using these metal containers mostly for dragon fruit, but well, the metal ones. But for other cacti, I like using small cups, especially colored ones, because you could really see the pollen. And let's see what kind of pollen I could get off this, if any. Getting anything? Man. Well, what a bummer. I'm not really getting anything here. Did I get anything? Oh, yeah. Very little. This is like ultra fine powder. It's ridiculous. Man, it's like ultra fine. Let me try to get more. I'm trying to get some from the other flowers over here. They're at a bad angle, kind of like, because this is the spot where I have all my potted cacti. So yeah, this is not gonna make a good video. Okay, so I almost gave up on the video because I was getting no pollen from those flowers. I don't think the anthers have burst. And as I got closer to this other one, I see this shiny residue on it, and it's a slug that does that. It's like slug trails. So I need to move these away from here. And these do have some seed pods, actually. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 seed pods. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 seed pods. Because these flowered not that long ago, but they develop more buds. Let me, I think this might be self-fertile. I think so. So, look at all this pollen. Just in case it's self-fertile, I'm gonna put some of this pollen on the stigma, which totally sticks out. Look at this. It totally sticks out of the flower. It's crazy how far it sticks out. But yeah, I'm collecting some pollen from here, and it's giving me a good amount of pollen. I'm surprised how much pollen this flower is giving me. So I need to move these two. These are well rooted. I need to repot them also in a bigger pot, bigger pots. Since I have 2 of those are clones. I might take one to plant in my dad's house in the ground. Anyway, so going back to this one. So this pachycladus here is a little thinner and has 1 extra rib compared to the other one. The other one has less ribs, and the other one is about 1 inch fatter, 1 inch or 2. The other ones are fatter. But look at the amount of buds this one has. It's just insane. So I'm going to use the pollen from that other one. I don't think I could cross. You know what? It doesn't matter. The other one has a whole lot of seed pods already. I don't know how I got all those it set fruit. I'm gonna test it. The next flower, there was another bud. I'm gonna test it to see if it's self-fertile. And the way you test it, I mentioned it in many of my other videos. The way you test for self-fertility, for example, if I saw that a bud was gonna open tonight, like let's say these 2 were gonna open tonight, I would put a bag over them, and then once they opened, I would come and remove the bag. I would pollinate them with its own pollen, and then I would put the bag back, and I would remove that bag maybe 2 days afterwards. And if it sets fruit, then your plant is self-fertile. And it's awesome when your plant is self-fertile, because you don't need another plant to so you could set fruit. So you could use its own pollen. Most other cacti, many cacti, I think most of them are self-sterile. So you need another cactus to you need the pollen from another cactus to pollinate it so it could set fruit. Anyways, so I'm gonna make a note, which is good that I'm making this video, so I can keep track on what I pollinated with that other, what I'm calling the pachycladus, the other hairy pachycladus. So I'm actually gonna put the stigma like that. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh man, the pollen is flying. Yeah, that other pachycladus is kind of crazy the way it the pollen that it has is just crazy. So here I'm pollinating this one right here. You know what? This is in a pot. I'm just gonna move the whole damn pot because it's in a really bad angle here where it's at. So yeah, it's in a really bad spot. So I think this is better. Okay, so I'm gonna pollinate these guys now. All right, so I could keep track. Man, there's so many buds coming on this pachycladus. It's pretty crazy. Let me put down this cup. So yeah, there's enough pollen here to pollinate all these flowers on the brush, which is why I like using white brushes. You could really see when it has pollen on the brush. the white tip, that's pollen. This brush should be completely black. So I'm gonna go ahead and pollinate this little flower here. Let's do this. The stigmas are closed, so let me smash that stigma. Try to pry it open. All right. Let me see, where are the other flowers? Okay, so I have 3 more flowers to pollinate here. So the stigma is kind of open. Okay, here's another one. Like that DJ. And another one. And another one. Okay, I'm kind of doing this quickly. Let me move this a little more to get this last one down here. You know what? I never had slugs when I'm thinking about all the little shiny stuff that I know are slugs on that other plant, that other pachycladus. Anyways, yeah, so this is it. I was only going to pollinate one on the video, but I'll just go ahead and film them all. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my finger on the stigma and pushing to the side, and then I'm putting my finger down, the brush down, and twisting and brushing. Let me do it on this one so you could see what I was doing. So as you could see my other videos, you basically have to get pollen from another plant and put it inside this. This is called a stigma. Oh, there's a mosquito. And sometimes it's closed. It's supposed to be like a little star. So you pry it open, and you put pollen here. You kind of brush pollen on there. There's a little hole in the middle. The pollen has to get in that hole. It has to work its way down this pistil, and inside it works its way down to the ovaries of the flower. And if that pollen makes it there, this will start to become, the tip will dry up, and this will start to become a little ball, and that'll become a little fruit. Or people who don't eat the fruit will just call it, oh, it's a seed pod. But it's a fruit. I mean, you could eat these. The Pilosocereus fruit is okay. I like it. So anyways, that's it. Pretty much done here. So I'll do an updated video on cross-pollinating 2 different hairy pachycladus. How about that? What if I'll name the video that. Something like that. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I have so much stuff to do here in the garden. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Till next time. Happy cactusing.